right. Good morning. It is Friday, February 20th. I am SirFelixTheCat, and this is Talk of Better Politics Morning Talk. Got a couple different stories today. One ending with leading right into that thumbnail, talking about a song, which is funny that it kind of brings me back to that. But yeah, let's get into this. So first one, Trump confronts his options, so douchebags getting ready to start war. Again, he's getting so much closer to it basically every day. We're going to be seeing this. Again, brings us back to, back in the 1770s, we had the whole issue with the United States, and basically you couldn't speak ill about Britain. You had to send your soldiers over there for any war they wanted to do, and you have to send your tax money over there to help fund them. And now we have it. It's like, hey, we got to do the same thing, but for Israel. It's the same exact situation. You speak ill of Israel, they come after you. They try to silence you. You have to send tons, just trillions of dollars in tax money every year to Israel to help fund their, evil things that they want to do. And again, they want to start another war. So what are we going to do? We're going to send troops over there. It's disgusting. And everything he's been saying about it is a lie. Like the fact they're saying, oh, it's about nuclear talks. But yeah, on the back end, they're talking about oil. And then at the same time, Trump's calling Netanyahu saying like, oh yeah, if you want to do it, we're going to back you. We're definitely going to do this for you. So yeah, in the end, it comes down to, we want their oil and we want to help Israel do some more genocide. And we're getting so much closer to it. Just every moment. Vilely disgusting. Next up, what a Supreme Court tariff ruling may mean for your money. Because yes, we're still waiting to see if Supreme Court's going to be like, his tariffs are illegal or he's allowed to do them. And whatever they're going to say, if it's to back Trump, they are not reading any documents from this country. They are just deciding to be like, oh yeah, we want to keep screwing over not just the people in this country, but the entire world. So yeah, we'll back it. Hopefully it doesn't, because as we've seen constantly, we even talked about yesterday, we're the ones paying the tariffs in the end. We pay for it. That's why things are more expensive here. It's disgusting. There's another article that shows what it could be. Oh, I didn't turn on audio. Okay, give me a second. Let me get the audio on. I wasn't planning on that. Totally forgot. All right. Make this big. Mute some music, and let's play a video.
President Trump's tariffs. The court is...
Oh, don't do this to me. Come on.
Legality of President Trump's tariffs. The court is...
It's just not loading past that point. Are you serious? Come on. Dude, I literally rewound it 3 times today.
A Supreme Court decision on the legality of President Trump's tariffs. The court is set to reconvene this Friday and could issue a ruling on whether any president, may use the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to impose sweeping tariffs on imports from countries around the world. Prediction markets show the odds for a ruling in Trump's favor are at just 26%. Joining us from more Yahoo Finance Washington correspondent Ben Worschel. We've been waiting.
First, is it just me, or is it just super disgusting that we have even betting on this? People are betting to see what they're going to come out to. That's just super
for
weird.
This ruling, obviously, Ben, and there's sort of a range of different outcomes. It's not a binary outcome. So walk us through what the potential outcomes could be in the potential rulings.
Yeah, so the time to watch tomorrow is at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's when the justices will convene for the first time in a few weeks now, and so this is the first time we could get this opinion. Worth noting that we also have decision days announced for next Tuesday and Wednesday. So this is a whole stretch in which we will get a few decisions. This tariff one obviously being the real central one here. As for the scenarios here, there's a wide range. I think one, there is a level of legal thought that the longer the justices wait, the kind of less dramatic this ruling can be. The idea being if they're really going to pull off the Band-Aid and rule against Trump's tariffs, they would seek to move quickly. And this has already dragged on longer than we thought. These arguments happened back in November, so we're already 3.5 months waiting for this decision, which was announced as being expedited when it came forward. As for the market reaction here, I think there is a growing sense here that whatever this decision is not going to be the final word on Trump's tariffs. These are about his, as you noted at the top, the IEEPA tariffs. So it's a band of Trump's tariffs, a big part of Trump's tariffs, but it's not all of the tariffs Trump's announced last year. And Trump and his team have already announced that they're going to seek to replace these if the ruling moves in their favor. I think one note that is worth kind of summarizing what the market reaction is expected here is a height-based overreaction. This came from Pangea Policy, a height-based overreaction followed by a market come down, which is notable because that kind of works in either scenario, either a scenario that is favorable for the White House or negative for the White House. So a big market reaction in one direction, but in the end, it kind of levels out in the end. That's because as this goes forward, there'll be weeks of reaction to this in either way. It could be a messy scenario if some of these tariffs are struck down, but Trump could ultimately replace them in a few months' time using other authorities. This is just one of the many laws he has to impose tariffs.
And Ben, in the meantime, we got trade back.
And that's what's scary is no matter what they say, like he said, he's still going to go through it and find another way to push the tariffs to keep screwing everyone over. It's vile. I mean, he already said previously that even if Supreme Court tells him no, he's going to do it anyways. Like he admitted openly, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I want to keep screwing everyone over, so I'm going to do it. And yeah, they're 100% dragging their feet.
Balance
100%.
data out this morning, and we saw the trade deficit actually widening out, which is not at least what the president wants to see.
Right, exactly. So we had a real notable ruling for October's data, which was the lowest trade deficit we've seen in a long time. But we've now had 2 months, October, November to December, of the trade deficit kind of jumping right back up. This last one from November to December was a 33% increase, which is now above 70 billion annual trade deficit. This includes both goods and services between the U.S. and all of its partners. What also is notable about these numbers that came out this morning is we have annual numbers for the entirety of 2025. And what's remarkable there is how little things have changed. It's been a really up and down year. We had a lot of trade deficit at the beginning, down in the middle, up again in recent months. But the overall numbers are amazingly flat. So in 2024, the last year of Joe Biden's presidency, the trade deficit was 903.5 billion. For 2025, last year, even with all these ups and downs, it was 901.5. So a very small decrease there on these annual numbers from the Commerce Department. But there are some interesting changes here under the hood in terms of how it's shifting the trade landscape. The trade deficit with China is noticeably down, but the trade deficit with other Asian nations is also up. So it kind of changes under the hood, but it leads to kind of a flat number overall. And I think it's going to be a lot of conversation in the coming weeks about whether this is changing the trade, U.S. imports overall, or kind of shifting from China to other countries, which is the evidence we have so far.
So what blows my mind with this is they're not pointing out the obvious thing. It's always gone up in December, just every year, because around December, we have this thing called Christmas and people buy a lot of stuff. And a lot of this stuff comes from overseas. We don't make it here. The more jobs that we keep sending overseas, which is what Trump said he was against, but he's done nothing but promote. I mean, he gets all his merch made in China. It causes the deficit to flip-flop like that. In the summer, we, as a country, we go through more like foods that are grown here. More farmers get the money. That's just what's happened always. They focus on such dumb things. I swear, such dumb things. But yeah, we're gonna see it hurt. I mean, you can even see here, it's been affecting the stocks as it gets closer. The fluctuations of the stocks have been pretty crazy, mainly because of what he's done, of his tariffs. Also, again, things from other countries, that comes back to a lot to electronics too. We're still making stuff in China. China's now sent it to like maybe Indonesia, and then Indonesia then gets it over here. Just it's taking more steps, which like in the business that I work for during the day, we see that. We see a lot of this stuff is going from Asian country to Asian country, then over to us. It's just a way to try to get around it and get a lower tariff, since China is given. Trump's weird. He says, oh yeah, I'm great buddies with Xi Jinping, but yet tries to tariff the hell out of his country every chance he gets. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, it's just going to hurt us. In the end, it just hurts us. It hurts everyone, the whole world. It's sad. All right. So federal judge accuses Trump administration of terror against immigrants in scathing ruling. And they shouldn't stop there. They should just say the full truth. Terror against the country, which is what it's been. Because I'm pretty sure Alex Preddy and his family and Renee Good and her family were not immigrants. The alien disclosure, you talking about what Obama said or Trump's response to it? Because, yeah, Obama dropped it casually on a podcast, then try to, take it back a little bit. Like, yes, the government knows about it, but I didn't see anything while I was in there. I thought I mentioned the billions going to the Peace Board when it first was announced. But yeah, a ton of our tax money. Basically, just shy of what we would send to like Israel or another country that we want to support their activities. We're going to be putting towards the Peace Board, which is filled with nothing but absolute scum. Like we have Saudi Arabia is on this. Saudi Arabia gives our country tons of money to support what they do. But yet we seem to be like putting out the most of our taxpayer money going to something that has nothing to do with what it's called. It's called the Board of Peace. But they're not peacemakers. None of them. I mean, some could say, yes, back in the day, we were peacemakers. I don't agree with that. We didn't even jump into World War II till after it started to directly impact us. And even then, we waited a bit. We waited for many of our allies to die before we even stepped foot into, entered the war. But people want to call us peacemakers. Take that however you will. But no one on this board is a peacemaker. It's vile scumbags that basically want to suck up to Trump because they're like, oh yeah, you're a fascist. We're fascist. We'll just be fascist together. It's basically just the board, what do they call that in the Justice League? Their enemies, the whatever organization of evil or whatever the hell they were called. It's basically that. It's just a bunch of united evil bastards. And we're going to be giving our tax money, more of our tax money. We have to cut social nets for people, social programs that will, benefit people. But we can go ahead and just throw billions of dollars at this. We can throw billions of dollars over to Israel, or trillions. So whatever. Screw us. Screw the people. Yeah. And on the board, he is there for life. For life. That's how he wrote it. And he wants money continually for his life to keep going to that board so he can just take the money and pocket it, kind of like he did with the oil money from Venezuela. Just take it, move it somewhere, pocket it. He's also trying to grift us for another $10 billion with his whole, I got to sue the IRS. The IRS that was under my administration because someone leaked my tax documents because I'm the only president in history that refused to show their tax documents because it would show he pays no fucking taxes. So he's going to sue for $10 billion. And I'm so glad the person that gets to make the decision is so doesn't have dementia, isn't just completely mentally unstable. President Trump. He gets to sue himself for $10 billion and just grant himself whatever he asked for. It's wonderful. Wonderful times. Wonderful times. But as for the Pentagon signaling for the Pentagon to put out documents, I did not know that. He had talked about that in his first administration. He was going to release all this information on aliens, and he did jack shit. Maybe he'll do it this time, but I have a feeling whatever he does is going to end up with some racist twist in the end. They're also probably going to go on to like 4chan, to like some crazy conspiracy theorist site and pull that. And it's just going to be a bunch of made up nonsense. I mean, I 100% don't trust them to put out any alien files, documents on UFOs and all this stuff. Yeah, it's I don't trust them. Am I interested in it? Yes, because we've heard for the longest time that our government knows about it. People say Bob Lazar is a nut. I think he might be over exaggerating some, but I also think there's a bit of truth to what he has said in the past about things that we have in the government that, you know, that's where we're getting our technology. That's why certain things have advanced so fast. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Want to wait for more to fully come out. If it does come out, that's dope. But I just can't trust them. Yeah, we should all want to see it. It should be just the most interesting thing ever, because we've been told forever that, you know, aliens don't exist. You're crazy if you believe in aliens. But then again, if you look at stats, just pure stats, what is the likelihood of humans being the only intelligent species, as far as we know intelligence, in the entire, like, universe? It's microscopic. Like, there's no way that's a thing. It is, I mean, it's a much greater than 0% chance that there are more people out there, like more intelligent life. Just aliens. I mean, we've seen things in the sky. Yes, it's getting harder nowadays. I used to watch a lot of videos about it, like, UFOs seen in the sky, but with AI getting the way it is, it's just, I stopped watching them because you don't know what to believe. And a lot of them just look terrible. So you'd be like, okay, well, people are just trolling us with AI. Fuck this. Don't care. But yeah, I absolutely want to see something. That's actually what I was hoping when in his first term, when he launched, what's their name? Space Force, that they would eventually be the ones who say something. I want Space Force to be, you know, sci-fi Space Force, because that'd be dope. That would be dope. But yeah, a new Trump administration order could lead to the detention of thousands of legal refugees. Because if you came here seeking peace and shelter and, you know, you don't want to be killed by your country, well, screw you. You deserve to die. That's the Trump administration stance. This absolutely needs to be stopped. Like that 100% needs to be stopped. They came here legally. There was no opening of the floodgates and just letting all of them in. No, that wasn't a thing that happened. This is how this country has worked forever. If you come to us seeking shelter so you don't get killed, we will protect you. You can come to our country and we will protect you because we have a lot of guns and no one's going to try to really fuck with us that much unless we're part of it, like 9/11. And yeah, it's disgusting that we're basically just the plaque. I can't remember the exact wording, but there's the plaque underneath at the feet of the Statue of Liberty that basically says, you can come here. You can come here for shelter, for peace, and start a new life. And we don't want that, because now we just are led by racists, by straight up Nazis with a terrorist Gestapo squad that will go out there and kill everyone in this country because they feel like it. And we truly need judges to step in and stop this. But yeah, a memo filed by the Department of Homeland Security ahead of Thursday's federal court hearing in Minnesota says refugees applying for green cards must return to federal custody 1 year after they were admitted into the U.S. for review of their application. And what that basically means is, hey, you're going to come here and you're going to talk to an ICE agent. We know ICE agents can't read. They don't understand words. They don't care if you're here legally or not. They're just going to detain you. That's what will end up happening with us. Again, these moronic ICE agents who aren't going to get their $50,000 because they don't understand how life works. And also, yeah, they're also trying to push a harder crackdown on, hey, if you're talking negatively about ICE on social media, we're going to get your information and we're going to come after you. Fuck ICE. Fuck the whole organization. They're all a bunch of idiots. They're racist pieces of shit. The fact that you have people who are not basically just Nazis and KKK Klansmen bastards as part of this, you have guys who are Hispanic, you have guys who are Black and Asian, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you supporting Nazis? They don't like you. Once they get these other people off the street, they 100% are coming for you. You're not getting the $50,000. Just give that the fuck up. Understand, learn to read. Read your damn contract that said you have to work for us for 5 years, even though we understand shit's going to be abolished once we're out of office and you're going to fucking lose your job, losing the $50,000. Fucking assholes. All of them. All of them. All right. Story I kind of wanted to wrap up on was Kennedy defends Trump's glyphosate, I think that's how you pronounce it, order. And Maha gets fucking pissy about it because, yeah, this isn't the first time the chemicals come up in life. Before there was a merger, there was just a company known as Monsanto. Monsanto's been known for being just fucking evil, poisoning us, just putting poison into our food and watching us die and then lying about it, getting away with it in court. Well, now that Monsanto was, they were bought out by Bayer, but they act like it's a merger with the way they do their name, Bayer Monsanto. We're kind of having a shortage of this chemical, which is good. It's good we're having a shortage of this terrible chemical because it's known to cause cancer. And, well, Trump's executive order is spurring on domestic production of the chemical because it is a matter of, I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, Trump's executive order puts America first where it matters most, killing people. It affects our defense, readiness, and our food supply. Getting cancer, forcing cancer upon people affects our defense readiness. Yep. I mean, really, what we should all be eating is like dead whales that washed up on the beach, or, you know, a roadkill bear, something like that. Just something that's, you know, filled with maggots and disease. And that's the true way to stay healthy. Yeah, it's fucking vile. Fucking vile. And what's sad is most people don't understand Monsanto was bad. That Roundup is bad. The majority of this country don't understand this shit. Don't understand how vile this is. It's another thing to get in the fucking streets about and be like, no, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? And this is coming from a dude who doesn't eat fucking vegetables. Dude eats fucking McDonald's, KFC, shit like that every fucking meal of every day. But nope, we need this cancer-causing agent because, it's going to make us healthier. Which just, I understand, band I'm going to be showing the lyrics to is canceled because the lead singer did some evil fucking shit. And everybody hates the other band members because they didn't come out and say it, even though they said they had nothing to do with it. I'm not getting into that. Fucking, I used to love this band, and I'm very upset with all that bullshit. But yeah, they literally had a song about it. And the end of it, fucking Monsanto are killers. Killers. And this was just thrown away as like, oh, you know, it's just some poppy bullshit. Nobody cares. It doesn't mean anything. This is when I first looked up fucking Monsanto. This song released in 2006. And I was like, okay, why is Anti-Flag calling out this fucking company? And then I looked into it. And it's like, yeah, they've been killing us for years. I have family members who have died of cancer. And all these family members, they ate a lot of crops. They ate a lot of vegetables that were grown here in the country. And those farms used this fucking chemical, used Roundup and shit to keep it safe from the bugs. It's fucking vile. Absolutely fucking vile. It's not surprising, though. It's kind of surprising that RFK Jr. is supporting it. He has some good takes and a lot of fucking terrible, just ass trash takes. But to back something which is 100% proven to be a deadly fucking chemical, and he supports it. No. Oh, we gotta support this because we gotta kill more people like fucking ICE does. Fucking assholes. And we also have the administration basically coming out and saying, like, if we were to, or Republicans, I believe it was Senate, saying that if we were to go after everyone in the Trump administration who was listed in the files, that would leave us with like 3 people in the government. I think that's more of an admission of guilt than anything. Just a terrible admission of guilt. And if you like the voice, you should go back and watch the first like 2 minutes of the fucking podcast from Monday. That's how I started off. We were the Brainworm podcast. But yeah, that's what I have. Fuck everyone in this administration. They're terrible scumbags. We should be like other countries. And, since they're all listed in the fucking Epstein files, do something about it. It's kind of weird that Britain is saying, like, they're going after Prince Andrew, arrested him, then released him on bail. And it wasn't even for the evil shit he did. It was because he was giving out secrets to, like, state secrets to Epstein, which is still part of the files, but it's not the part of the files that most people want these people to go down for. The majority of the world want people to go down for the evil shit they did. But yet we keep a pedophile, a known pedophile, and 34 times convicted fucking felon in office. He's going to save us. Trump's going to save us. But yeah, I thank you guys for coming, for hanging out with me. Oh yeah, the workout video. That was weird. I liked when RFK's on the bike inside the sauna and you have Kid Rock in the back of the sauna doing push-ups. Just weird. But yeah, RFK always working out in jeans. He also has the video from when he was playing with his grandkids at like this creek or something like that. And I guess there was like it wasn't a very safe creek to be in, but he's in it, bringing his grandkids into it, and he's wearing fucking jeans. It's like, what is wrong with you? Why are you in the water in jeans? The fuck is wrong with you? I mean, there's a lot wrong with this guy. The brainworm did a lot of fucking damage. And it kind of makes me wonder, was it just one brainworm? Did it eat that much to make him go this fucking loony? He used to fight for things that were right. He used to back leftist policies and ideals and trying to get good regulations that actually benefit people out there. And then he just went off the deep end. Once he left the Ring of Fires network, I think it was Go Left back then, Go Left Media, he just lost his fucking mind. That's another reason I said in the Discord yesterday, if you guys don't watch Fair & Cousins, the Fair and Balanced show he does all the time, he worked directly, he's from the same company that RFK started. So he knows a lot about him, and he's also lost basically all fucking respect for the guy. So it's definitely worth watching. Just check it out once in a while. Goes live usually 10 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, that's all I got. You guys have a wonderful weekend, wonderful day. I don't know if it's raining where you're at, but it's raining here and it sucks ass. But take care and stay safe. And I will talk to you guys later. Hey, thanks for watching this video. And if you could, please help us out and give us a like, maybe comment, and subscribe. Better yet, share our content. It's pretty dark times out there, and this is topics that people need to hear. It's what's best for our country. I mean, we're talking about better politics. And also, if you want, join our Discord, carry on the conversation. It's a fun time. And until next time, you take care.